After we have seen the area of the lumbus and the area of the triangle with no perpendicular heads, the next part that we have to consider here is called perimeter of the regular polygons. From this point here, a regular polygon, it is a regular polygons, has all of its sides and interior angles equal. It is only called a regular polygon if all of its sides and all of its interior angles are equal. In absence of that equality, it cannot be called a regular polygon. So the reason why it is called a regular polygon, all of its sides and all of its interior angles are equal. That is the definition of the regular polygon. By doing so, we say a regular polygon has all its sides and interior angles equal. Example of regular polygons, we have equilateral triangles and a square are example of regular polygons. So equilateral triangle is one of the examples of the regular polygon, because when you consider about equilateral triangle, you are just talking about a triangle with 3 equal sides and 3 equal interior angles. That is why it is called a regular polygon. Note, when a regular polygon is inscribed in a circle, means it is drawn in a circle. Its sides form the chords which subtends an equal angle at the center of the circle. And this angle formed is called the central angle. When now it is drawn, this is what we call it a circle. I mean a square that is inscribed in a circle. This means that this side of a square will act as a chord. Remember we learned about a chord. So this will act as a chord and will definitely produce an angle which is the center angle when that is subtended to the center. The reason behind it is written when a regular polygon is inscribed in a circle. It is side form the chords, which subtends an equal angle at the center of the circle. This angle formed is called central angle. It is a central angle subtended to the chord in which it is called the side of the square. Kwa hiyo hii inatengeneza, ukichora ndani ya circle, tafsiri yake ni kwamba hizi side za square zinatengeneza kitu kinavyoitwa chords. Kiasi kwamba kuna angle ambayo ni central angle ambayo inakuwa formed ikiwa inatazama kwenye one side of the square. Hata kama nitafanya hapa, it is also possible nitatengeneza central angle hapa. Hata kama nitafanya hapa, it is also possible nitatengeneza central angle hapa. Hata kama nitaangalia hii hapa, it is also possible nitatengeneza central angle. That is the meaning of these statements. When a regular polygon is inscribed in a circle, it is sides form the chords which subtend an equal angle at the center of the circle. This angle formed is called the central angle. So the central angle is formed in such a way that there is a subtension of this one to form a central angle. Consider a square inside a circle with side x. Each side is named as x. Means what? This side of a square is x. If that is the case, as we have said, this is a regular polygon. Means all of its sides are equal. Means if here it is x, also here it is x, also here it is x, also here it is x. If it happened that the triangle formed by each side at the center is an isosceles triangle. Means what? It is very simple to understand. When you look at this triangle that is formed, this side from here to the center is called radius. And this side also, it is called radius. So these are two equal sides. And that is why it is called an isosceles triangle, because it is made up of two sides which are called radius. That is why we have said the triangle formed by each side at the center is an isosceles triangle, whose base is the side of the square. Its base is representing what we call it the side of the square. And it is not by just saying, you can see it by actual diagram from here. This is the base of a triangle, but also it is called a side of a square. And this is the meaning of this statement, that the triangle formed by each side at the center is an isosceles triangle, whose base is the side of the square. The other sides of the triangle are the radii of the circle. That is what it can be seen actually here. Means the other side of that triangle is radii on the other side. Remember, from the definition of radii, we say that if now you draw a line from any point of a circumference to the center of the circle, that is called radius. And that is why whenever I draw from the center, the circumference to the center, that is the radius. From the circumference to the center, that is the radius. From the circumference to the center, that is the radius. That is why from the statement, the other sides of the triangle are called radii of the circle. That is very important. So if now we maintain this triangle and we consider this triangle in such a way that we are only considering a triangle of this kind, that is an isosceles triangle, we may say that this triangle is made up of two sides which are equal, and that is why it is called an isosceles triangle. Now let us see on how we can use this principle in such a way that we can formulate the formula that can be used to determine the perimeter of the regular polygon. But remember the definition of the regular polygon, as I said before, it is all about the shape that is having all of its sides are equal and all of interior angles are equal. That is very important, because don't even try to confuse. If now you are trying to solve the question, you have to get that definition in your mindset so as you can form the formula. That is very important. Now taking this triangle and dealing with this, whether perpendicular or parallel, and we don't deal it parallel because we won't meet with it. Let us deal it with it perpendicular, because it is where now we can meet with it. If now we deal with it parallel, that is the problem, because we won't see it and we won't meet with it. That is how. Now let us go.